Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. For some reason, my chat is not working. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's public. Refresh maybe. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Pop out chat. It's not there. Don't know. Chat is not working. Hey there. Oh, I guess you can hear me. Can you hear me? For some reason my chat's not working. So I would guess that you probably can't hear me either. Anything I'm saying. Oh, good. How are you tonight? I'm trying to figure out, for some reason my chat's not working. So I don't, well, I can see it, what you're typing, but you guys aren't going to be able to see. I don't know. You can't see it. And I don't know why. But I can see what you guys are typing. Can you see somebody else joined? Maybe you can see what they're typing. So that is working. I'm trying to get used to this OBS thing, but for some reason the chat just will not work. Live chat unavailable. I don't know. At least you can hear me. So, how you doing tonight? Doing good? No? Oh. Let's see. Live chat unavailable. Alright. So let's just close this. All streams recording shut down. Are you sure you want to exit? No. Dum 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 dum. One of these days, I'm gonna get it right. It doesn't look like it's gonna be today. Is there a way to refresh this? Let's just... We're gonna see what happens. I don't know. Okay, I guess this is working. I don't know. We'll see if anybody comes in here. It's kind of late, 9 o'clock. The time changed, 10 o'clock, feeling, so we will see. Got one person watching, which is me. My code is working. Got my cool little text. It's overlaying. Could probably make that smaller. I wonder if I can do that. So it's at 2490. Just keep it. I don't know. It'll work. I'll take it. 17 minutes of streaming. I should wear a different hat or something. I do need to check something. Guess I'll just type in there. Hey, All Metal Mike. What's up? Thank you. How you doing tonight? I always don't know what to do with my hands for some reason. It reminds me of the Talladega Nights. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but I always feel like I gotta go like this or put my hand somewhere. Can you hear me? Maybe? Oh. Hey Chris, what's up? Giveaways. The next giveaway probably is gonna be when I hit 1500. So depending on how things go, I mean it could be soon, it could be a while. I'm not sure. But yeah, 1500 probably the next one. That one won't be probably huge, but the 2000 when I hit that, I'll do another big one like I did for 1000. Volume sounds low. Okay, hold on. Is that a little bit better? I moved it up a little bit. It's the mic I'm using is just from my webcam, so it's probably not the best mic. Hey Southern Relics, how you doing? Chris, awesome. Who was your uncle? I still haven't sent those out yet, so hopefully I'm frozen. Am I frozen on anybody else's? Looks like I'm doing all right. Let me know if I unfreeze, because I don't really know how to tell. Ohio River. Okay, good, sweet. Ohio River. Yeah, he won the digger and the fines pouch. Um, so yeah, I still haven't been able to get those out. I'm hoping to get them out on Monday. My work schedule was pretty crazy, so I wasn't able to get any of those out. But hopefully Monday I'll get all that stuff out. Hopefully they can use them. I don't know what kind of hand digger he has or whatever, but not frozen here. Oh. Thanks. Yeah, I just playing around. I like playing with this stuff. It takes me forever to get it to work, but yeah, the font and stuff finally started working. So I like the way it looks. It's a little offset, so I'll need to tweak that a little bit, move it kind of over to the side. Um, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. I don't know if I can change things on the fly in this. I'm sure you can, but I'm not too familiar with this OBS little stream service or whatever it is. But I like the way it looks. Looks better than just a normal, you know, all open, no graphics or anything like that. But anybody get out and hunt this weekend? Find anything cool? Cool. Well, welcome, Chris. Yeah, I try to get out once or twice a week, just depending on my schedule. I work full time, so I don't always get to get out. But yeah, I try. This week I wasn't able to get out, so I probably won't be able to get a video out this week. I ran through all my stockpile, I guess you should say. Going out tomorrow. Cool. What are you hitting? Uh, Property or field, or what kind of stuff you looking to get? I mainly do beaches around here. I mean, I guess you would have noticed from my videos, majority of them are beaches. But I like the beach. It's easy to dig every single target. Like the Knox, I use the Knox 800, and it is supposedly supposed to knock out bottle tops now, but I still dig them because you just never know. 1940s baseball field. Nice. I've got a baseball field. I think I've made a couple videos on it. I never seem to find anything but trash there. Hey Nick, how you doing? I was out both days, but both sides had been hit a lot. Okay, yeah, I I get a lot of that. I was in, I guess, Indianapolis hunting, and we were in the city at a house, and I was getting a lot of interference. It made it not really fun to do anything there. Um, Chris, let's see. I was given a bounty hunter detector. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a bounty hunter, and it had the little dial or whatever that is that just went back and forth. And I was given that, and then I just slowly started to upgrade. Um, and yeah, I've always been interested in finding things. I always looking, with my head down, trying to find stuff. So that's kind of really how I got started, which stinks because I used to live in upstate New York, and I mean, I had tons of friends who had old properties that would have been sweet to be able to detect those properties, but you know, I was a kid, and not many kids get into metal detecting. All metal mic? No. Um, it's pretty sporadic. I might eventually get on kind of a maybe every Sunday. Sunday seems like it'd probably be the easiest day for me because it's kind of a relaxed day for my family. Um, but I might during the winter time detecting kind of gets slower. I'm not able to really get in the water much. So I might try and start doing every Sunday. What's up, miscellaneous? How you doing? But yeah, Sunday sounds good. I might try and get in there once it starts getting a little cooler and I can't get out as much. It's easier to stream for whatever amount of time than it is to get out there and actually make a video. But I enjoy the videos. I like editing the videos, and um, but the beach kind of starts to die down in the winter. Nobody's really at the beach. So, and that's mainly what I detect is beaches. The area around here is not that old. We do have some old places, but they're it's like a historic district, and it's kind of hard to get in there. So I'm working on trying to find somebody who lives in this area so that I can, get my foot in the door or whatever. And I've got some places that I've scoped out, and I'm gonna have to write letters because nobody lives on these properties. So I'm gonna have to write them letters to see if I can't get some a chance to hunt there because there's some pretty good areas. There's one, it's like an abandoned house, nobody lives there. It looks like it was probably built in the early 1900s. It's all fallen apart. And then the other is an old. It's like a. It used to be where I live. Used to be a port, so they used to have a lot of ships and stuff, and it was the original family that lived in this house. So I'd love to be able to hunt that. My grandparents live on a farm. Old school Confederate paper money stash. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. Yeah, I used to live, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Mobile, Alabama, but it was pretty heavily used in the Civil War. And I was out there for a while, and I didn't get any crazy Civil War stuff. I found a bunch of bullets, but other than that, I didn't really get a chance to find much. Cedar maybe, but I like the woods and old home sites. Yeah, I honestly prefer to dig old home sites. I just love that you're pulling up stuff that's been in the ground for so long and you have no idea what it's going to be. Um, that's what I love about doing that. The beach, it's pretty much all new, and if it's old, it's usually pretty destroyed because the salt water just wreaks havoc on anything that touches it. I mean, I found an iPhone X, which supposedly were waterproof, and that thing was toast inside. So, but yeah, I love the old home sites. I've got my wife, her dad has lived in the same area for his whole life, and then his great grandparents and grandparents, and all of them have lived and farmed this area. And I hunt some of their property, and it's really cool because I actually find stuff that was his great grandparents' stuff, and that to me is cool. He said he thinks it's cool too, but I probably think it's a little bit cooler. Um, but yeah, I found actually it's pretty neat. Let's see, I think I got it here. Hold on. It's pretty neat. It's looks like it's a. You guys may not be able to see it. My camera's not the best. If I continue to do this, I'm gonna have to upgrade my camera. But let's see. Uh, no, I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see that. Anyways, maybe kind of see it right there. It is a. It looks like it's an old penny that was stamped with a silhouette of somebody, and it is not a silhouette of Lincoln. So it's pretty neat. I mean, it was his. It would have been his great grandparents that had that and dropped it in the ground or on the ground. Let's see what else. I got a few other cool things that I found that were out there. Found this little thing. Let's see. Let's get better on my hat. Yeah. No. There it goes. Yeah, it's like a little sailboat. I'm not sure what it was for, but yeah, a little sailboat found out there. Found some tokens, some other stuff. So it's pretty neat actually being able to find stuff that I can trace back and know who was the person who dropped it or whatever. Let's see. Using a Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Figured I would start with something good. Yeah, it. I use the Nox, and I've used the AT Pro and the AT Max, and by far for my area, the Nox is the best. With the saltwater, the others just didn't do as well. But the Nox, I have no complaints when it comes to being in the saltwater. It works every time. Great, great, great machine. Got a 1944 wheat penny. Yeah, I hunt this one house, and I don't know how many wheat pennies I have found out of this house, but it's got to be well over 100 wheat pennies, and no silver. It's nuts. It's like they just went and threw pennies in the yard and didn't do anything with the silver. I have found one quarter. I found one silver quarter there. And when I found that thing, I was like, I knew it had to be here. I knew there was silver. It was a good day because I had hunted it a lot and finally found some silver. And it was actually an Indian head right next to it. So that was neat too. I didn't realize it was an Indian head until I cleaned it up a little bit. But yeah, that was cool. But maybe I might be able to hit these sites this coming up weekend. I'm actually going to be going back over there to my wife's parents' house. So I might see if I can't get out there for a couple hours and see what I find. Um, he just recently uh, harvested his peanuts, so I should be able to get into the field. Last time I was in the field, I think I found axe head, and um, later on I found a piece to um, a razor, an old razor. Hey Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Not really, just talking tonight. Just decided to get on, had some spare time, put my daughter down to sleep, so she's probably gonna end up popping in here. Her time's all messed up. I think she woke up this morning at like 5:20. Oh, yep. It's been a long day. She scares me. She's like a little ninja when she walks through the house. Like you can't hear her, and the next thing you know, she's like right there. I'm not sure I understand. Apple products. They're always listening. Found an old bullet tip. That's cool. I love finding bullets. I found I kept it somewhere, but it was a gas tank lid, an old one, metal, and it was somebody had shot it with a gun or a bullet. 7 a.m. Yeah, it's nuts. She wakes up usually once every night. I don't know when this started, but it drives me crazy. And she then got up at 5:20, and it was miserable. Yeah, serious crazy. What is it that you can't identify? The lead bullet? Hey, Detecting Smiths. How you guys doing? Not really doing anything tonight, just decided to pop on and see if anybody wanted to chat. Found a hubcap with a V8 on it. Nice. Yeah, that's the one thing about metal detecting that I just love is you just honestly you never know what you're going to come out of the ground with. Yeah, who knows? I love those shotgun bases. I mean, some people drive some crazy and they don't want to dig them, but I think they're cool. Yeah, I figured you that was a mistype. Oh no, the stomach bug. Gosh, I feel for you. I am sorry. The only good thing about a stomach bug is it usually only lasts like 24 hours. And it is crazy for that 24 hours, but it's done. It's but like a cold or the flu, it's like you're talking weeks of not feeling good. But the stomach bug, it's like done. That's the only, if you want to say, positive thing. What my favorite find? Um, hmm. Trying to think. I have no idea, honestly. Probably that little silhouette penny, um, because of what it means and who owned it. And I think it is a silhouette of his great grandmother, I believe. So that's probably one of the coolest things. I like finding the Civil War bullets and all that stuff too. And I like finding gold and silver on the beach. But that's probably the coolest find that I've found. That I really like, think it's cool, and it means a lot to me. Yeah, I like finding the old cartridges, old bullets, anything that has to do with shooting guns. I enjoy guns, so I enjoy finding stuff that has to do with guns. I'm in nursing school. My wife's a nurse. She is actually on call tonight, so she is over at the hospital. Keep on keeping on. That's what I'm talking about. You make clocks out of the shotgun head stamps? That's cool. You have to email me a picture of those. I like seeing stuff when people repurpose things. Yeah, well, thankfully, fingers crossed, my daughter, I think, had the stomach bug once. Um, and I happened to be at my mom's house, and she ended up taking care of her because I also had the stomach bug, and I was way worse than she was. So, hey, Mud Swat, what's up? Welcome. Just sitting here talking, nothing special. I've been trying to, so like, little off topic of the stomach bug or whatever, but I've been trying to find a bank around here that'll actually order $50 for me. I was trying to, do some coin roll hunting, but I've been to like three banks so far, and nobody orders coins for people. So I don't know. I'm gonna try a little bit bigger. I've been doing a lot of local banks. I'm gonna try and get a little, I guess, a bigger local bank and see if that they won't order it for me. Because I used to go to Publix and I would buy their $50 out of their coin machines, and I would do really well with those. I mean, I'd find at least one or two each time I'd buy the coins. But I guess people were ripping them off and trading the coins, and they stopped doing it. So I had to stop. Banks aren't very cooperative. Tellers tell you no, they're lying. Ask to speak with the vault manager. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I actually just opened up a uh, um, went blank. I opened up a bank account with, because I didn't have a local bank, so I had no way of cashing change, or like cashing in my change or dollars if people pay me and for something in, um, physical currency. So I actually opened up one at a credit union thinking that they would do it, and yeah, the bank teller told me no. But I'll go back next time and see if I can't talk to somebody that's a little bit higher than the bank teller. Yeah, people always ruin it. You know, you got a good thing, and then they just, I don't know. Everybody, you always try and find a way to cheat somebody, and it's crazy. Because I mean, I was going to Publix for a good while and doing this, and knew the people, and then they had people doing it in other states. They said not at their Publix, but that were, you know, stealing the coins. Because sometimes I would go in and actually bring $50, and I would trade them out, and they people were stealing them, and they were putting the bags back, and it wouldn't be the right amount that the machine said. So it stinks, but what can you do? I keep trying, hoping that I get somebody who doesn't know the rules or something. But so far I've had no luck with that. Or maybe try and find out who caches those bags, because it used to be really easy. I literally would just walk in there with a handful of coins, switch out the ones I wanted, and they would put the bag back in the machine, and it was like nothing had changed. It was really nice. The people were always really nice too, so that's what made it fun. I always would start off with, I'd go, all right, now this is gonna sound a little weird. I think if you start off with that, for some reason it intrigues people. Trying to think of what else I found at that old house. I think I showed it on another stream. Do Coinstar machines take $50? I don't know. I would think they do. Um, I've never found a $50. I always check the Coinstar machines when I walk by, um, but I've never found a $50 in them. Mainly the stuff I find is pennies and dimes. Yeah, Mud SWAT. I don't know. Um, the lady said that they don't, which sounded crazy to me, but she said that they don't order coins, that they use the coins that people deposit, which to me sounds crazy because it's like, how, I mean, are people bringing in that many coins that you can literally not have to order any coins? Doesn't, that didn't make sense to me. So I'll try and get somebody else. I had to get to work real quick, so I didn't really have enough time to like, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And she also saw that uh, I had a bag with $733 worth of rolled coins that I had went through, and I don't think she wanted to deal with that. So I ended up just leaving because I had to be at work anyways. But yeah, it took me 2 days to go through all those coins. $733 worth. Can you not see me? Chris, can you hear me? Am I gone, everybody? You can select one. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I know you can also do it with the Amazon gift card through the Coinstar, but I roll them. Um, I roll my coins just so I can just go through them, and I don't want to like dump a bunch of coins in there, and then all of a sudden I'm dumping a couple silver coins in there. So I go through it, every one of them, I look at all the dates, everything. It takes me a long time. You found gold. What kind of gold? Mud SWAT? I didn't catch the video. I'll swing by and check it out. Is it a gold coin or just gold ring? That's one thing I didn't find this summer that I was hoping to find was a gold ring. I found the plated one, um, and found some gold bracelets and stuff like that, but not a gold ring. So they're still out there. All I need is a good storm. Hey, how you doing? 14-karat ring the other day. Nice. Yeah, I just find silver. Lots of silver. I guess people don't wear gold down here. I don't know what it is. But yeah, a lot of silver necklaces and stuff. I did find a gold necklace, so I think it was 14 or 18 or something like that. A gold locket, nice. Was it at a park, Mud SWAT? Yeah, that's what always gets me. Like you're out in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the woods, and you find gold. That's just it's crazy to me. Well, congratulations. Was that the weekend that you were down here detecting Smiths? Oh, it was a parking lot. Nice. I uh I found a gold bracelet. I talked about it in one of my other streams, but I found a gold bracelet. I was getting out of my car and I looked down, and there in the grass is a gold bracelet. And this was a big men's bracelet, not like a little bracelet. It was thick gold, and I got it appraised, and they appraised it for like it's like $1,400 or something like that. Um, I don't remember exactly. It might have been 1,600, but yeah, I mean it was a nice gold bracelet. And then stupid me sells it on eBay for like 500 bucks because I needed some money. I wish I would have had it now. It'd be worth way more. Yeah, trash dumps. I hate when I run into those. Okay. I thought you found it when you met up with metal sharks. Yeah, we just went to the fair this past week or yesterday. This past weekend, yesterday, and all I could think about was on those rides where it's flipping the people upside down and they're like, going crazy, was how much stuff is probably on the ground underneath those things. That makes me think. So we went to this local, I guess you'd call it like an amusement park, and they've got a roller coaster. And the roller coaster basically goes up like this and then straight down. And I was in the front, and the people right behind me, we start going up like this, and all I hear is change falling out. I mean, it had to have been a couple bucks of change that was just clanging all the way down, and it was going through all the people behind him. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it was falling out the entire time we were going up this thing. And then finally we went down and you could still hear it coming out. Oh, I was dying. $142 in clad. Nice. That's good. I mean, it's it's one of the only hobbies that I mean it pays for itself eventually. Some people it pays for them, the first couple times they go out, they find some gold or something, and you can sell that and you're you're golden. Golden pony boy. Yeah, my detector does a pretty good job of letting me know kind of what's in the ground. I'm getting better at reading it, so it does pretty good. Um, Gives me pretty good signals. Yeah, detecting Smiths. Did you guys get in the water, or was that just in the dry sand? Yeah, miscellaneous. The screen does help a lot. Um, I'm getting better at listening to the tones when I'm hunting in the water. I can't really see my screen, so I'm getting better at listening to the actual tones and not depending fully on the screen. But yeah, that screen, it does help give a better idea. Yeah, I went to one fairgrounds, but it was just littered with pull tabs. Yeah, detecting Smiths. The if you can get in the water and basically get up to about your chest height deep, that's where pretty much everybody's like waiting, or get to where the surf is breaking. That's where you're going to find the majority of your stuff on the beaches here. So if you get in next time, I'm actually hopefully gonna be getting a wetsuit this year so I can get in the water when it's a little bit cooler, colder, whatever, um, and keep hunting because I mean the stuff's still there. It's getting moved around all over the place. Yeah, all metal mic. That's funny. I love scratch offs. My grandfather used to get me scratch offs, and my mom still will give me scratch offs for my birthday. I never do good, but I enjoy them. That's why I can never go to a casino because I always am like, just in like metal detecting. You're always like, just I'm gonna swing for just a little bit more. In a casino or a scratch off, I'm just like, just one more. Let's just one more pull. So that's probably why I like metal detecting. Yeah, the AT Pro does not like the salt water. It goes nuts. And you got to turn the sensitivity down so low that, I mean, you might as well just walk and look at the ground. The AT Max did better, but nothing compared to what the Equinox 800 does. It does excellent in the salt water. I mean, I'm running my sensitivity at in our beaches in our salt water. I'm at probably about 19, 20, which is pretty high for the salt water. Yep, miscellaneous. That's how it's gonna be. You're just gonna keep getting up more and more detectors. The next one I want to get, I gotta get some more money, is the Excalibur 2 for the salt water. Yeah, mud swat. I mean, you can go in there, but it is not good in the salt water. It does pretty good in the wet salt sand or the wet sand. Does good on the beach, but the moment you stick it in the salt water, it just goes nuts. And I'm sure you can tweak it and stuff and maybe hear some signals out of it, but I hate when my machine has like crazy chatter. I just can't, I don't know, it just drives me nuts. I like for it to be relatively quiet. Um, so that's just personal preference. Some people don't mind the chatter. Yeah, detecting Smiths. I mean, the Knox is, it is a great machine, and it's way, if you've got the AT Pro, it's so much lighter than those. And that's what I mean, the AT Pro and Max, I would just get, my arm would just get so fatigued when I'm going back and forth, that the Knox, I just don't, doesn't get like that. And then I bought the Detect Ed lower carbon fiber shaft, and then I built my own upper carbon fiber shaft. So that made it even more light, even lighter, even lighter. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. My wife, when we would go to the casino, she would always say, uh, and I never wanted to do it, but she would always be like, "All right, if you win, cash out, and then put, whatever back in." And she was like, "Cash out every single time." So I started doing it, and you actually do a lot better. But me, I just want to keep going, just keep on pulling that thing. Yeah, power lines. Those give me a lot of chatter. I have to bump my sensitivity down pretty good when I got close power lines or those big giant power lines. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the Simplex. I've got the Nocta little the little one, the little handheld one, and it's a lot of fun. I haven't found anything real great with it, but it's fun to snorkel up and down the beach, and you know, it's a neat little thing. Does really good. Kevin, yeah, I mean, I'm not like a weakling or anything, but when you swing that thing for a couple hours, it's like, I don't know, the lighter the machine, the better to me. But yeah, that Simplex, I've heard a lot of good things about that. And you can't beat the price. I mean, hopefully with their prices and stuff. I mean, I know um, MindLab just brought out what's that one called? I keep wanting to say Victorinox, but it's not that. I should blank. Anybody got anything? Starts with a V. Yeah, I've got the Pulse Dive. Yeah, Vanquish. That's it. Thank you. I was like, I kept wanting to say Victorinox, and that's Swiss Army. But yeah, they came out with that, so we'll see how that does. I hadn't really looked into it much just because of what I have, but hopefully it does well. But yeah, I've got the Pulse Dive. Um, it's a lot of fun. I haven't used it as like a pinpointer yet. I just because I use the Garrett Carrot for my pinpointer, but you know it does great for just goofing around. Really, I want to take it to. We've got some local springs and stuff. I want to bring it to some of those, see what's down there. But then again, it's like I might as well just bring my Knox because it's waterproof and I'm not going past the depth that it is rated for. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how that Simplex is. I actually, it was last year I had a chance of winning was it the Amphibio? Um, at a hunt that I went to in Orlando, but I ended up winning a watch. Yeah, I've only used the Garrett's and then this Mind Lab. They've all done well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just spend a little bit more, get a little bit better machine. And who knows? I mean, maybe it's not a better machine. Maybe it's just the same technology, just they market it different. I don't know. I just know the 600 and the 800 have been great, and the new update supposedly takes out bottle caps, which I dig them anyways because I don't want to miss. I mean, it's super easy on the uh, beach to just dig it. It's not hard. You just scoop it with your scoop and sift it out. Gold Teeth Grill. Nice. I uh I inherited a a trunk, like a big trunk, and I was going through it, and inside it was a couple gold caps that I guess whoever had it had. And I took those into the jeweler, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be weird or not, but do you guys buy these? The guy was like, yeah, they're gold. We'll buy them. And I think they gave me like 150 bucks for them. I was okay with it. The Florida Hunt 6. Which one is that? Is that the one in Orlando? Is that the one that the New Age Goonies guys they do? Yeah, I hear a lot. I mean, the V3i they do well. A lot of people like them. I've never used them just for the path that I went down. Hmm. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. So February 8th. Yeah, I love going to those things. Thanks, Miscellaneous. I enjoy it, and hopefully everybody else can enjoy it through me, I guess. I don't know. Well, the key to pulling out 6 rings is to um, you find people that have rings and you go and shake their hand and make it fall off in the water and then come back later and find it. I've never found 6 rings. The most I've found, I think, is two rings. But yeah, that hunt I went to was it was in Orlando. It was the one that the New Age Goonies guys, I think it's the club that they belong to or um, started. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'll get to go to that again this year. My dad came with me, and he had a lot of fun as well. Yeah, I'm just the live stream is just kind of me just being bored. I mean, I'm not too worried about making it on YouTube. I just do it to have fun, interaction, talking. Um, People enjoy my videos. That's great. That's why I do it. That's why I started putting the videos out because I was like, well, maybe somebody might enjoy seeing what I'm doing. But yeah, I know some people say that like if you either need to have a live stream channel or a video channel. This will predominantly be a video channel. Just occasionally I'll throw in a live stream just to see if anybody wants to talk or if I find something cool or maybe if I'm out in the field, stream. All metal mic. No, I don't think there's any. The closest one to me, so I'm near Destin, Florida, and the closest one to me, I believe, is in Pensacola. And honestly, it's just too far for me to go, even once a month, really. I I haven't joined any. I joined I forget what it's called, the Florida Archaeological Society or whatever. I joined that, so that's neat. social media, Chris. What do you mean by social media? Like Facebook? I have a Facebook uh, account or created a group for Mr. Detectorist, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Mud Swat. I just enjoy. Honestly, I have a degree in graphic design, so I enjoy the creation aspect of it. Making it look better than the majority of the other videos out there. And if people notice it, that's great. If not, what can you do? I enjoy it, so hopefully somebody else does too. Yeah, that's true. If it's like catching a fish, you go out fishing, you're like, I caught a fish. It was this big. Nobody believes you. But if you record it, there you go. Yeah, I'm with you, Mud Swat. That's why I do it, because one, I don't remember things well, so I'll go back and watch my own videos just to kind of remember what I was doing. You know, um, like I get my nephews in it. They're actually like, um, they call it their YouTube channel. They tell their friends, they're like, yeah, I've got a YouTube channel, and I'll go back and watch it with them, and my daughter will watch it with me, and she'll wave to them. So it's kind of just, it's for me and everybody else. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Yeah, I don't see making money. I would love it, honestly. Ever since I was a little kid, they ask like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always put treasure hunter. I mean, ever since I can remember, treasure hunter. And I remember my brother-in-law and I went to Key West, and we actually went to the Mel Fisher Museum, and I'd always wanted to go there. And that was super cool to see all that stuff. Gosh, I'd go nuts if I found stuff like that. All metal Mike, yeah, that's the main thing too. Is I mean, you don't really get to know somebody from watching a video. I will say that I've become more, uh, not accustomed, but more comfortable with talking to nobody, but yet talking to everybody. So that's been uh, the biggest, what do you call it, obstacle, I guess, is trying to be myself, but nobody's listening to me when I'm being myself, if that makes sense. Ever see Action Movie Kid? Not sure what that is, Mudswat. Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, I've got a Facebook. I've got an Instagram. I'm not a big fan of Twitter, so I don't use Twitter. But yeah, Instagram, I can't seem to keep people to be sub to me. I haven't been able to break over 500. So I don't know what's going on with that. Make your first short film. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm getting more and more into the editing. Right now, I'm just trying to get my that little portion of majority of my videos kind of showing where I'm at. I'm trying to just splice that to where it's creative and with the music. And eventually I'll get to where I'm editing like motion into the video, like speeding up, slowing down, cutting, and all that stuff. So I'm getting there. Talk to yourself all the time. Yeah, I my wife thinks it's funny. She's a good sport about it though. Yeah, I I've never wanted to be a police officer. Great respect for them. You know, thank you for doing what you do because who buddy nowadays. But yeah, treasure hunter. I'm down to do some treasure hunting. But yeah, thank you for what you do every day. You don't like social media? It's I take social media for what it is. I don't really, on my personal stuff, I don't really post much. I'll occasionally post something, but it's just a bunch of internet warriors for the most part. Oh, yes, I have seen that mud swat. That, oops. That is cool stuff. Yes, I have seen that. That is really cool stuff. All Metal Mike, I use the Adobe suite. So, was it Premiere Pro? And the only reason I tried some of the other ones, but with my graphic design degree, I always used Adobe for all my Photoshop, Lightroom, Illustrator. I used that, so I was more familiar with it, and it was less of a learning curve. The other ones, I just was like, I wanted to do simple things, and the way they had you do it just seemed so backwards to how I actually did it with Adobe. But Adobe to some people is a lot harder to. So I don't know. I guess it's whatever you start with. Yes, Adobe is paid, um, which kind of stinks, but I use it, so I'm comfortable with it, um, and I use a student discount, so it's not crazy. I think it's like $18 a month for the entire suite. So every Adobe editing platform, it's like $18 a month or something like that. But I love Adobe. The way they do stuff is just it makes sense to me. Whereas the other ones, I forget some of there were free ones, and I paid for one of them and then canceled the subscription because I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I'm a pretty tech savvy guy, and I just I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. It was more frustrating than enjoyable. And then once I got the Adobe thing going, it was all back to normal and a lot of fun. And there's tons of videos out there of people like tutorials for Adobe. That's why I like it. Watch one guy, uh, Peter McKinnon is a guy. If you use Adobe, he does a lot of cool stuff, a lot of good B-roll. And the B-roll, I don't know, if you don't know what B-roll is, it's what at the beginning of my videos, the kind of random shots kind of showing where I'm at, that would be considered B-roll. Um, and he's really good at it. And I've learned a lot from watching his tutorials and stuff like that and watching how he does stuff. So it's been really good. Yeah, there are some not so great police officers out there, but like All Metal Mike said, I mean, it's like that with everything. It's just the bad thing is the society we live in right now just focuses so much on the negative and the bad that it's hard to see like positive things. Why can't you get a video up? There's a whole bunch of editing stuff out there. Let me look up the one I was using. It was fairly good. Hold on. So I believe they have a free version, but it's called Lightworks. I believe free video. Yeah, Lightworks was the one I was using, and it was the most similar, I guess, to Adobe. Blender is another one. Both of those, Lightworks and Blender. Don't understand it. Yeah, it's a little difficult at first, but once you, I mean, honestly, look up a video on how to upload a video. If I didn't have, I mean, I learned so much from YouTube, like it's crazy. I mean, especially in my job, I'm a systems administrator, and there's a lot of stuff I don't really know how to do, and honestly, like Googling is like a is a skill that I use all the time. So I would definitely look something up. I mean, it may sound silly to look up how to upload a video, but you know, somebody's made a video on it. I can guarantee it. Not a brain. Oh man, I'm sorry. Hate that. That's not good. Are you okay? I guess. Wondershare? No, I don't think so. I used another program. I don't remember what it was though. But I don't think it was Wondershare. But yeah, you should look at Lightworks. It's it's a good program. I think they have a paid version that probably might give you a little bit more um, abilities, I guess. But the unpaid version, I think you could pretty much do pretty well on YouTube with it for editing videos or whatever. And honestly, I don't know if you have a Mac or not, but the I forget what it's called on Mac, but the editing software on Macs is actually pretty good and easy to use. That's what I originally started out with, was doing it all on there, and then it got to the point where, oh, excuse me, it I wanted to do a little bit more, and it was more basics editing stuff. Windows based, yeah. Yeah, if you don't mind paying, I think you can buy just Adobe by or Premiere by itself. It's a really good program, and I mean, they make all kinds of like plugins, and um, I don't know if you've seen the like in the beginning of my videos, the text that comes up and it's like says my name and all that stuff. Those are just like pre-made uh, animations that I can just easily change the font and change the effects of it real quick. So it's for me, it's worth the money. But that's not for everybody though. Definitely better to start out with a free version of something, kind of get the idea of what does what, cutting, splicing, stuff like that. Still got 5 people in here. Or 4 people maybe, because I think I'm considered one of them. All Metal Mike. All right, man. You have a good one. Happy hunting when you get out again. Thanks for talking. Had fun. Probably gonna get going pretty soon as well. It's 10 o'clock. Wait. Yeah. 10 o'clock. So what's that with the time change? 11 o'clock? Yeah, I gotta be at work tomorrow morning. I've been on a night shift, so I've been getting off at about, I guess, night at about 8 o'clock, so. All right, Detecting Smiths. It was good. I had fun. You take care, and yeah, keep trying to meet up with me when you get into town. One of these times we'll get together. Um, my schedule is just all over the place. But yeah, keep trying. I'd love to get together with you and hunt. But yep. All right, guys. I think I am going to have to call it quits as well. We've been going for almost an hour and a half, and I am getting tired. So, I had fun. Thank you guys. Kevin, Detecting Smiths, all you guys that came, All Metal Mike. Thanks for talking with me. Had a good time, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on another one when I do them. I might try and do them maybe at least a couple times a month, just to kind of get talking with everybody. But yeah, everybody have a good night, and take care. And yeah, if you guys get any good finds, I mean, send me an email of them. I love seeing what everybody finds. But yep, all right, you guys take care. We'll see ya.